All right, we're in the kitchen with chef instructor Jonathan Wilson from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management. Chef, welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I see you've got a lot of berries out, so I'm excited because I love fruit. So what are you going to make for us today?
I'm going to make some fresh macerated summer fruits with a little chantilly cream and palmier cookies.
And I understand these cookies, you can pop them in the freezer, pull them out, and they'll be just as fresh, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when we get started, if you need any help, I know you already got some cut up, I'll be more than happy to assist.
No problem.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you
get
very
started
much.
when we come back after the break.
All right.
Them that would be. All right, we're back in the kitchen with chef instructor Jonathan Wilson from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management. We're making macerated summer fruit with palmier cookies and chantilly cream. I said that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Said it perfectly. All right, so we're going to do the macerated fruit first, right?
Okay, it's really simple. I'm doing summer fruit because, of course, it's summertime, so that's what's in season now. But really, this is up to you what type of fruits you want to add into your macerated fruit.
Okay.
I like to do this first because macerated really means to soften in liquid. What we're going to do is the sugar is going to interact with the juice from the berries and create a nice juice, which will go well with our dessert
and
here.
We have what? Blueberries, raspberries,
strawberries, rainier cherries, and a little bit of sugar.
Rainier cherries. Okay. And
I also have peaches, but this is going to come later on in dessert here.
Got a
So
surprise.
Yep.
All right. So what do you need me to hand you?
very simple. You can just hand me everything, all the berries,
fruit.
just toss
Okay.
right in the bowl.
Boom. This is easy.
Very easy. Very easy.
And I like how you can pick and choose. Put your own fruit in
Right.
there.
Now with the sugar,
Yes.
you're gonna you decide how much sugar you want. Of course, your berries might be a little bit sweeter, so you don't necessarily have to put it on it. So just a little bit.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yep, just a little
Okay.
sprinkle. That's good.
Okay.
But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of our agave syrup here. This is a little sweeter than sugar or honey, but it's less viscous than honey, like how thick honey is. So
she'll be sitting there forever.
right. And if you wanted to just use agave, straight agave, you could do that as well too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who use agave
Right.
nectar in a lot of their dishes.
Yep. Just a tiny
yeah,
bit.
that is.
That's going to get
lighter.
that juice flowing as well too with the berries. So it's going to
Now,
give
is this
that.
something you would recommend to make like the night before if you're having folks over the next day? It sits, or make it.
Me personally, I would do it no more than like an hour ahead.
Okay.
The thing, you can do it the night before, but the thing is, again, macerate means to soften in liquid.
Gotcha.
Tomorrow it will definitely, your strawberries won't have that bite anymore.
Yeah.
They'll be nice and mushy.
fruit.
But depending on what you're using it for, some people like it that way. Like if you're doing a shortcake or something like that, you want it really soft and like soak into the bread, then yes, you can do it the day before.
Okay.
And it'll be fine.
That looks
and
delicious.
two, another thing, if you make it and say you have more than what you need, you can let it sit and you can turn it into like a coulis or puree for desserts later on down the line too.
Really?
So it won't go to waste.
Because all of it's
Right.
just marinating together.
It won't go to waste. So it's that
Okay.
simple. Just toss it, get it all coated, and you just let it sit. By the time the rest of the
Okay.
dessert's finished, we'll be ready to go.
Okay, so that was simple and easy.
very
All right, we
easy.
still have some time. We want to talk
Yes.
about you are the lead pastry instructor. You've been there what, since June?
Yeah, June 14th I started. I'm the lead lead pastry instructor at Stratford University in Newport News, along with Chef Damon, Chef Tim. We start the team there. It's very cool. I really enjoy it. Yesterday we just had our open house and orientation for the new students coming in for the next semester. So really excited. We have a lot of students that are excited about the location. It's brand new, state-of-the-art equipment. We offer courses in culinary, baking and pastry, hotel restaurant management, also IT and business as well too. So
Gotcha. And I have to ask, why do you prefer pastry and baking versus maybe the culinary side, like cooking, or do you prefer? I mean,
to be honest, I went to culinary school for a regular culinary.
Really?
But after I got my start, I got to work in the pastry kitchen and I fell in love with it. That was it. So that's all I've done ever since. So with baking and pastry, it's more of an exact science. The littlest off here or there, and it won't work. But you know, with savory, they're creative too, but you have a little more flexibility
people
with
just
it. But
throwing stuff in, pinch of salt here, pinch of salt there.
But I love it.
So will this refrigerator, or it just sits out?
I just let it sit. You can refrigerate. If you did it an hour ahead, you can put it in the refrigerator and start going there. So if we have time, I can go ahead and make the chantilly.
Well, we are out of time for this segment. When we come back, we're going to start on our cookies, the palmier cookies with chantilly cream. All right, Chef, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, we're back in the kitchen with chef instructor Jonathan Wilson from Stratford University School of Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management. We already made our macerated summer fruit. Now we're getting started on the yummy palmier cookies, and you're going to make that chantilly cream. So what do you got for us, Chef?
All right, right here, what I have is puff pastry dough. Puff pastry is made by the process of lamination.
Okay.
It's basically, you have your regular dough, you make a dough mixture, and then you layer it with flour, with butter.
Okay.
By the process of rolling and folding, you get this dough here. You really can't tell, it's super thin, but they're like many layers. It's almost like a croissant dough,
so it's like
but without yeast. Yes.
Wow, that is very thin. Okay, you're putting sugar on it now.
Yes, to make the palmiers, and just to note, I made this, and I can get the recipe for you as well too. But you can buy it in your local grocery store, so you don't have to go through this whole process. So it's really easy. I'm putting sugar on it because all it is puff pastry with sugar added. So all I'm going to do, you just be generous with the sugar.
We thought it was flat. Now it's
flatter.
Flatter.
Be generous with the sugar. I put it on the base, on my cutting board, and on the top. I flip it over just to make sure we get plenty sugar in there.
Okay, so you don't you don't have to do any flour.
No, you don't.
Sugar.
You don't.
Okay, cool.
If you were actually making the puff pastry, you would do, but this is a lot easier.
Now, do you need to work with this? Should this be cold? I know a lot of times we work with like pastries or dough. It needs to be
normally
chilled.
I take it right out of the refrigerator. You don't want it to be frozen because it'll break on you.
Okay.
So after I get it in, it's that simple. I just trim it so that it's
gotta be
nice
perfect.
and even.
Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. And generous with the sugar. That's
Very
what
generous.
He said.
Yes.
So have fun.
You get that nice buttery taste from the puff pastry, but you won't get the sweetness there.
Okay, so we cut the sides.
Yep. And basically what you do, real easy, fold it over into the center and make a line. Take it back. You have that line there. Fold each side to the middle. Fold it again. And then sandwich them together.
Oh, that's okay. See, I thought you were just gonna roll it, but nope. Gotcha.
So you get that shape there. You really can't tell how it is now. But what you would do from this point is put it in the refrigerator so it's stiff enough to cut.
To cut down. Okay.
Yes. But I already have one
hence
set to
TV
cut.
time. So you've already got some chill.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and it's wrapped in plastic.
Yes,
so you can wrap the shape for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You don't want to just set it on your cooler drawer. You can wrap it in plastic or parchment paper. Either one is fine.
Okay.
So simply, it's not frozen, but it's just enough to get a nice even cut from it. So when they're cut, you get that heart shape.
Yeah.
Yes. Or they call it elephant ears or palm trees.
All right, well, I know we want to have time for you to make this chantilly cream.
Right.
So those will go on the pan, pop them in the oven for
375 degrees for 10 minutes till it's golden brown. Flip them over for like another 5 to 10 minutes after that.
Okay,
so,
all right.
So we'll go with our chantilly, which is really easy. A lot of people ask, what is chantilly cream? It's pretty much whipped cream.
Okay.
So it's just a French way of saying it. Real simple recipe. 2 cups of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay. And as you're whipping that together, I want to let folks know Stratford University School of Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management. They're in Newport News. Their campus, 836 J. Clyde Morris Boulevard. You can always go online and visit them, stratford.edu, or just, hey, give them a phone call. That number, 873-4235. And you're mixing that up. So that was sugar cream.
And vanilla.
Oh, vanilla. Okay.
But you have your choice. If you want to do another flavor, you can do that as well, too.
Really? Okay.
Right. But I prefer to do this where we call it soft peak. I don't like it so that it's too heavy because I want to like dollop it onto my fruit.
Gotcha. So that'll go on top of the fruit.
Right.
So I know we're going to save the cookies. Normally we all try it at the end, but I'm going to get to try the fruit. So
yeah, go for it.
I just scoop some in here. So this has been sitting. This looks very yummy. Get a whole little bite full. Oh my gosh. That's very good.
Thank you very much.
Well, a little bit of the chantilly cream on top.
Yeah.
Would you put the cream on the cookies too, or?
What I'm going to do, well, what I would normally do is I'll present them. I put my fruit down, my chantilly, and then fan the cookies on top of it. So that's how we do it there. So it'll be like a nice little dessert.
Well, it's always exciting when we have dessert here. Someone featured to do dessert. And thank you so much for coming on the Hampton Roadshow. The fruit was good. We'll save the cookies for a little bit later.
All right. Thank you very much. All right.